Crocs.
found some Crocs?
They are customized.
Customized.
And they got the fur in them.
Ooh.
And they got the cute ass little like thingies that you put on them.
I think they're called like gibbets or something.
They're
like that.
so cute.
Yeah. Crocs are comfy.
That's my
Crocs are
Christmas
where
gift
it's
to
at.
myself. I'm gonna finally be a part of the Croc gang, Carla.
Croc gang.
I feel real left out right now. I feel like
Gang,
everybody
gang.
got some Crocs.
Well, you know what you're getting for Christmas. What's your shoe size?
I want to be a part of the Croc gang. What the fuck? Like, I feel so left out. Wow, I don't got no.
Everyone that I know, I basically put them on the Crocs. I'm like, no, trust me. Like,
You really did put me on to Crocs. Like, I really don't think I have any friends that was really fucking with Crocs like that before you.
nope. I
Maybe one.
love Crocs. But
If that one person listens, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? I definitely was rocking Crocs around this bitch. Sorry.
we love Crocs in this household. Okay.
I've come to the realization that every time you start recording, I never know. I just like realize it like 30 seconds in that like you're still talking. I'm like, oh, we must be doing it.
Now we're recording. Now I fixed all the bugs and everything.
Okay.
As usual, you know, there's always things going wrong. Never right. Taking a hard left.
It's okay, because we get it every time. I don't know if y'all noticed. Every time that we have a technical difficulty, we come out strong as ever. Carla's a fucking tech queen now. Every issue we have, she's fixed one after the other.
Somehow, some way, you know, the universe.
While I give my
Something's out there helping me.
2 cents.
Anywho,
Hey, y'all.
welcome back to our podcast.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, thank you for coming again for episode 3.
Couldn't be me, but sometimes it is. And I feel like this week it definitely was. Me all week, definitely.
We may or may not have been down bad in a few situations.
I don't know.
But it's okay. But honestly, I want y'all's feedback. Like, I feel like y'all don't be giving us feedback. Like, it's just us talking about our struggles, and we're wondering if y'all are going through the same things, and y'all are not letting us know.
Right, well, maybe because it's only our 3rd episode now, but...
Feel more comfortable, guys. Don't be scary.
Don't be scared. We are here for you in all kinds of ways.
Every aspect, you feel
We're
me?
listening. Okay, that sounded kind of creepy. We're not.
We're listening to everything that you have going on, like your FBI agent.
We're like Santa Claus.
That man is scary. I don't care. I was definitely that kid that like would tell other kids that Santa wasn't real. I'm sorry. Carla just made a face at me, and I deserved it.
That's kind of sad.
It was fucked up. Like, my mom was definitely like, yo, you can't be
like,
doing
yo.
that. Like, I would be in the mall like, that man is not real.
That's not Santa.
Like, loud as fuck. Like, wow, y'all look real stupid. Like,
I was watching
oof.
Girlfriends, and
Love
there
that
was
show.
an episode, like a Christmas episode, where like they do, like what's his face? What is his name? William is supposed to like be Santa Claus, but he doesn't go because of like work or whatever. So then Joan dresses up as Santa Claus, and then Jabari's just like, why is Santa Claus wearing Auntie Joan's heels? And then it just pans down to her wearing like some red heels. And then you're like, this is like the district Santa Claus. This isn't the Santa Claus from the North Pole.
Oh my God. Do you think you'll be one of those parents? Like that, like...
To lie to their children for their whole life until they realize
She said their
something is
whole
real?
fucking
Maybe.
life. Shit. Maybe not their whole life, but that like, I don't know, because I feel like some parents do let it go farther than it should. Like, I feel, what age do you think, like, you should tell your kid, like, it's me that's getting your gifts?
Maybe like 10 to 12.
10 to
If they haven't
12?
realized it by 10 years old, you should definitely tell them.
But 12, imagine yourself at 12 years old thinking that Santa is real.
Where was I when I was 12? I was
What
in
grade is 12?
Like 6th grade, 7th grade.
Oh, hell no. Ain't no reason you should still
I was already
believe
done
it.
believing by then. That's what I was saying. Like by 10 to 12 years old, like I feel like
Yeah, that's, you should know.
over it, or like come to the realization yourself. Like, Mom and Dad bought these.
My mama bought these.
I know some people whose parents are like, no, I bought these presents. There's no such thing as Santa Claus. I worked hard to get these presents.
All right, that's a little extra. I feel like if you don't ever let your kid believe in Santa, like that's messed up. You're robbing them of a whole experience.
I don't know.
Like at a young age.
That's wild though. Like, I don't know. I don't know what kind of parent I'd be. I don't have kids.
A
so
fire
I don't know.
one. I feel like you'd be a fire mom. I feel like a lot of people in our generation are going to be great parents. And I say this because I feel like we know what we don't like. We're very big on like toxicity and whatever the fuck is going on in your family.
Communicating your emotions.
Communication
and
and like,
telling us how you feel,
yeah, like
letting us know what's up.
for sure. So I feel like because we know what we don't like, we're going to be able to not pass those things on to our kids. That I feel like I'm confident in the next generation of parents. But regardless, I still believe that a lot of y'all should not have kids.
You know what I've been seeing a lot?
Sigh.
Like people getting married and people having kids. Couldn't be me. I got a dog though.
You sure do. You're a dog mom. I fuck with that heavy. Like having to take care of something that isn't a child. Like it's just, and I mean, it's kind of similar.
Listen, his age might be 28 in dog years, but he still has like a whole
I don't even like to think about that he's like a grown man.
He is a grown man. Don't you hear me call him? I'm like, oh, look at my handsome man. I'm just like, it's a dog, but he's still my handsome man.
28 years old.
Anyways, he's 4, but he's 4, but he's 28.
He's 4 in our lives. That's my baby.
No, he's 28 in my eyes, but
Ew. I hate that. I'm actually hating that. I do miss Titan though. Shout out to Titan. He's usually
a Pisces. Did you know that?
He's a Pisces?
Yeah, he was born in
I
March.
love a
And I was like, it
Pisces.
makes so much sense.
I love a Pisces. And you know, I'm not even like, I don't think I'm I don't know how I feel about zodiacs. Like, I feel
think
like,
it's real.
yeah.
But not like,
I'm not aggressive about
Yeah,
it. Like, I'm not
okay.
like, oh, if you're like a Sagittarius, I can't fuck with you. Like,
shout out to me, just call me out like
oh my God. I don't know. This is ringing a bell. This conversation is ringing a bell. Not to call Carla out. Carla is a Sagittarius, and she is one of 2 that I know. I literally only know 2.
That's so funny.
And both of them are fire. So,
You know what's funny? Most of the people I know, they're Geminis.
yeah,
Which is crazy.
we're
'cause,
very
like,
much
you're a
hated.
Gemini. My other friend is a Gemini. And then my other friend is a Gemini. There's so many Geminis in my life. It's like Geminis are the clock to my head.
People hate us, man.
I love y'all.
And you know what's super crazy is whenever like I'm talking about zodiacs with people and God fucking forbid, like the topic of which zodiac you hate the most comes up. And they're like, I can't fuck with a Gemini. Fuck Geminis. I'm scarred for life. And then I'm like, oh, my birthday is June 4th. I am, in fact, a Gemini. And they're like, oh, not you. Like, I fuck with you heavy. Like, you're the only one. And I'm like, bro, why? And I love being born in June, but like, I hate being a Gemini because people just think we're the fucking worst. And I'm like,
think so.
I'm not two-faced at all. I'm one of the realest bitches I know. And that's that on that. Like, for real. So that kind of sucks.
We would have like the we need our soundboard.
Bro, we need our
Order
fucking
our
soundboard. That's what we really
We need to
need.
quit having technical difficulties.
Then
and
we're gonna
order
get this soundboard.
soundboard.
Get rid of our technical difficulties and we'll really be on our shit.
Yes, we
But-
apologize about the technical difficulties. But hey, look at that. You're getting
Because of
2
that, I feel like
episodes.
I was a cheerleader in high school.
2 episodes in one.
Yeah, y'all are getting 2 episodes. So if you have just 2 hours of not shit going on in your life, which I'm sure some of you do,
And you just want to listen to our angelic voices in your ear.
yeah, go for that. You know, do 2 episodes in a row and then go talk about to other people how you just listened to 2 episodes of us in a row. So they too will go listen to
You
2
can
episodes
go
of us in a row.
Tell your friends, tell social media.
Your auntie.
Wherever, however you would like to do it. Just spread the word, you know?
Because I just want to point out that we did in fact go from 5 listeners to what? To how many? To how many, Carla?
I think it was 13. I think that's
13. That is more than double. The slow come up, slowly but
we are
surely.
getting there, guys.
So, shout out to y'all.
Slowly but
Fuck my haters
slowly but
that I don't have. Thanks though
That's
for
to the future haters.
yeah. Fuck the future haters, man. We've got 13 listeners, so fuck you. That's just that on that. But
We're still having technical difficulties.
yeah, we're still learning.
It just
Okay.
doesn't stop. If it's not one thing, it's another.
And it's harder than it's harder than it seems. Like, you would really think that you can just start a fucking podcast and be like, I can talk. I've got shit to say. I've got shit to say that I think the world wants to hear. Let me start a podcast. Listen to me. It's harder than it fucking seems, okay? So bear with us. I think we're doing pretty fire, though.
I think, you know what? I'm just not about the first episode, like, went so smoothly as far as, like, the uploading,
Factual.
the promoting, and all that stuff.
For sure.
And then, like, the second episode, you guys are getting 2 episodes in one, but it's like, I literally uploaded that episode the week after, like a normal podcast would, how they regularly upload podcasts on a specific day. So our specific day was Friday or Saturday, right?
Yeah.
One of those 2 days. I uploaded the podcast on a Saturday, and it just was not popping out on Spotify at all. So I was like, great. Lovely. Let me Google what is wrong, because usually it takes about like 10 minutes to 24 hours for it to upload on Spotify. And the first time I uploaded it, it didn't take that long. But
At all.
This time, it just took forever. That was me. I kicked the table, sorry. But yeah, it just took forever. It was on SoundCloud and YouTube, so if you guys just happen to see that, thanks. But I was waiting. We were waiting to make sure it popped up on Spotify, and it never did. So that way we can tell you, hey, go listen to episode 2, but it just wasn't happening. So,
In case y'all were wondering.
In case you guys
Which
were
some
like,
people were. Which, you know
Yeah.
what, that situation did show me that some of y'all actually are paying
So
attention.
thank you for that.
So
We love
that's
you. And
awesome.
we apologize for the technical difficulties that we
Yeah.
always seem to experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had today actually. I was telling Syniya, I was like, wow, it didn't upload. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, the link and everything is fine, and I don't know what's going on. So now I was like, well, let me try this other bit, which is an extra bit I threw in there for you. I'm just going to leave it up there.
Yeah. Go
One of
listen
my
to
roommates,
that.
He was helping me test the microphones when we first got them, because, as you know, if you listen to episode 1, Syniya sounds like she's talking through a wall.
Terrible.
But,
It
like,
was
you can
terrible.
barely hear her, but she's still there, you know.
In the background.
But yeah, so we were testing the microphones, because I finally figured out like what to do and why wasn't the microphone working. We fixed that, and we did a little test run. So that test is up there, so you can go listen to it. It's a little extra something for you guys, you know.
You're so welcome.
Congratulations.
I laughed. I thought that shit was funny.
Like, thank you, love you so much. And my roommates, I should say,
Plural.
may be on this podcast in the near future.
I'm very, very, very excited for that. I think they've got some very funny ass, good opinions, honestly.
They're
Constantly they make points, and I'm like, shit.
They are amazing, and I love them both dearly, honestly.
So I'm excited for you guys to hear that. Very much so.
So make sure to run up those streams, please.
Run it
Please,
up if you like us. And you know what? If you don't, do it anyways, because I don't really have a reason why you would if you didn't like us, but I honestly don't think it would get to that point, so it's fine.
It's the way that I keep thinking how I'm like very high-key hiding this podcast from my family.
Oh my God, why?
Because I don't want them to know the real me.
No.
Like, they know me, but they don't know me.
I'm thinking about the way that I speak to my family and God. I don't know why I thought that would be sound or something. Sorry. Bad. Sorry. I really don't think we'd be saying anything bad, though. Honestly, I think if anything, we're very, what's the word? Do you have a word? Just PG. I'll say PG. I think we're fairly PG. Because the shit that we could be saying and the shit that me and Carla just be talking about on our own time, listen, we're sparing y'all.
Oh, listen.
We're sparing y'all.
I would say couldn't be me, but I'm the one over here literally hiding my tracks from everyone in plain sight. Oh. Yeah,
Which she doesn't need to do.
Which I feel like I do.
Carla's family.
They would just be asking me questions and stuff. It's like, I really don't want them to hear me talk about certain things. Like, it's just so weird to me. I don't know. Just maybe it's because I'm like that. I don't know. I'm just a very private person. Wow, isn't that funny? I'm a very private person, but let me go start a podcast.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it is not necessarily the most ideal and normal, however. It just be like that sometimes. Like, if you feel more comfortable being reclusive, specifically regarding your familia, then it is what it is. It is what it is.
Listen,
This is for our peoples anyway.
I will not tell them until it's we are like really huge, going on tour.
Oh, wow.
Doing TED Talks.
Oh my God. I can't even
Hey
imagine.
guys, by the way, I have this podcast, but don't listen to it.
Don't listen to it.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to that. Hair behind ear.
So remember when I told you I was like, we should do tweets that are like, could it be me?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Do you have a tweet for us?
A really funny one, and I can't find it
Uh-oh.
anymore. I am so sorry. Oh, I found it. Okay. So this tweet reads: when you spend money on your man, bitches be screaming, couldn't be me. We know you're broke, bitch.
Some of y'all
I also saw that one, but a guy said it too, just like vice versa. And I was
do
like,
not have the ability to do that anyways. So it definitely could not be you. But on the topic of spoiling,
that came full circle. I forgot.
how do we feel about that, Carla? How do we feel about spoiling our mans?
Spoiled, but I just won't ask for it. Just.
I
feel bad too at the same time. It's I deserve this, but then it's like you give it to me, and I'm like, oh no, why didn't you do that?
I don't feel bad for feeling that I deserve that because I think I'm fire as fuck, period. But I do feel bad asking.
Yeah.
And I also feel like you shouldn't have to ask. I definitely don't think you should have to ask if you're giving that energy. I think everybody wants to have their energy matched. So if you're out here spoiling your girl, spoiling your mans, you're gonna want them to spoil you right the fuck back. That's obvious. That's a fair feeling to have.
You get what you give.
You get what you give.
You get what you give.
And I don't think anyone should have to feel bad for that, for wanting that. And yeah, that's just how I feel about that. But, not everybody does that. Not everybody matches energies like that. I'm scratching my head right now.
We really need to start recording these so people
Yo, for
see
real.
our reaction, and that way they could also see our basement as well.
Yeah, it's pretty decked out in here. Not even gonna lie.
You get what you give, not in all circumstances, but yeah.
I'm very much a big fan of matching energies.
Me too.
And you know what's crazy? I be seeing people say like, "Oh, like don't do that," and I'm just like, I don't see why you wouldn't want to do that. Why would you want to put energy into something that you're not receiving anything from? That's not bringing anything to the table. I'm not understanding what the benefit of that would be besides draining. That's what that gives me. It's giving very much draining. Period.
Maybe that's what some people are used to.
Get
I don't know
out
what
of
else
that
to
habit.
say.
To my listeners that are used to that, snap the fuck out of it. That sounded mad aggressive, but
Just get out.
just get out.
Get out.
Get out of that.
Good
Like,
riddance. Get out.
No. Listen, it's almost a new year as well. So if you need any type of New Year's resolution, if you don't have one yet, let that be it.
New year, new me.
Oh God, I can't wait for the fucking meme of the girl with the bun stepping into the new year with her bag of like loyalty and
God,
good vibes.
I saw one of her and she was like stumbling backwards and falling.
You know what? Take me back to 2016. I don't mind. I would love to stumble backwards to that year. I really feel like no year has topped 2016. Like, I know I always see that.
Why is 2016 like that year? I honestly don't remember my 2016 being like super fire. Like, I just remember graduating and that was it. And like
my God.
the summer, I didn't do anything really like super exciting.
Wow.
I don't know. I just don't like, it was okay for me, but it wasn't like as great as everyone else's, I guess.
It doesn't, but I feel like nothing even needed to happen that was wild. I mean, personally, I was living my best life in 2016. However, I feel like nothing crazy really needed to happen. Like, it's just the fact that nothing necessarily terrible happened. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
2018, 2019, those were cool years, but like they weren't as good as 2016. Like just like the music, like the friends,
Definitely.
the experiences. I just feel like no year compares. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but I know y'all get what the fuck I'm talking about because I be seeing tweets about it and I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only one.
Couldn't be me.
Carla,
In the worst
no.
way.
This is our
like,
first one.
Oop.
This is our first one where it's a couldn't be me.
Take a shot for every time you said couldn't be me in this episode so far. Ooh. I have like 3 already.
I like that idea. If y'all have any
Just kidding.
alcohol.
No,
Oh my.
don't become alcoholics because of us.
We might fuck you up for how often we say couldn't be me. So
please don't.
I thought it was a good idea,
don't do
but
that.
I guess not. But speaking of tweets, you just read a tweet, right?
Yeah.
Let me play y'all a tweet real quick. Lord. So as you know, Twitter has voice tweets now.
Twitter.
And they're a good time. I know there were like mini concerts going around. What'd you say?
Are you going to play the tweet from who I think it is? Or?
Yes, I am. Yes, I should.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to play a tweet for y'all. And we're just going to discuss it. And you know what? I'm going to try not to laugh while I play it. Actually, just remembered, before I play this, I just want to do a little trigger warning. This has to do with suicide. I don't want to trigger anybody. So if that's something that gets you riled up, then
go ahead and skip the next.
Maybe skip to this part.
40 seconds.
Yeah.
At best.
But for the rest of us, let me play this for y'all.
If the girl you talking to ends up sending you one of those long, annoying text messages saying she deserves better and all that, all you gotta do is reply saying, I'm gonna kill myself if you leave me. And 9 times out of 10, she gonna stay. And for the 10% that don't and are fed up with you because you aren't even trying, all you gotta do is send a broken heart emoji. Don't ever text her again, and then get on Twitter saying you're destroyed and say, I really thought this was the one. So at the end of the day, it's still her fault, even though you weren't trying because she gave up. And then you still won because you're done with her and you can get the girl you really want.
The way that none of that makes any sense.
Oh my fucking
It's
God.
Just the way.
Let's unpack this. Let's unpack that.
Okay, first of all, why would? Oh,
let me start by saying.
You start, please.
Let me start by saying, I genuinely believe that tweet is a joke. There's no way that man truly feels that way. Why do I feel this way? Because He's one of those guys that jokes around about that kind of stuff.
Thank
I'll
you.
just say that. He's one of those guys that jokes around about that kind of stuff. So I definitely don't think that he's serious. However, why I want to play it regardless is because I know for a fact that there are men out there that actually have this mindset. And it is concerning to say the absolute least. The absolute least. And scary.
Oh yeah, beyond scary.
That people think like that and that people know what they're doing when they do shit like that. I feel like it's the absolute ultimate abuse of empathy, of someone's empathy for you.
For sure.
And not to mention emotional and mental manipulation in order to get someone to stay with you.
Like, I might have been laughing like it's not funny, but it is, but it's not.
Like, I want to find the meme right now.
I'm going to put in the Soldier Boy.
Yes.
It's not funny, but it
I'm
is.
about to
Like, it's not funny.
right
But
now.
like, at the end of the tweet, like the solution, like the
It's the
reasoning
ending of it.
behind it.
It's the ending of it for me.
The
Because then you can
ending.
get the girl that you really want.
Like,
That's
there
the
is
part that
so
is
many
so fucking
things.
funny. Like,
There were so many things you could have done beforehand until it got to that point. Like, you did not have to.
listen, y'all.
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny.
I'll find the
but it
soundbite and then I'll actually put it in.
That is exactly how we feel, yes.
Oh, man.
That is how we're feeling about
Yes.
this. It's not a funny topic. It's not. However,
It's
It does
about
make me
men
laugh.
being trash. Just kidding.
I feel like we
But not
talked
really.
about this. We talked about how they go out of their way to do things, dumb things that they could have. There was an easier route
It's like
for.
what I said on the last episode. I was like, you guys will like go through trials and tribulations just to like not get caught at like different things, only to end up being caught regardless. And then like you do stuff like that, and then when the whole solution in the first place was just to like break up or whatever the situation may be. For instance, he was like, oh well, and then you could get the girl you really want. Well, why didn't you just
break up with that
break up
person.
with them? Like literally doing the absolute most.
That was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was a lot. And yeah, really, that really is the word that comes to mind when I think about that. It's just scary. I just feel like
Oops, just hit my mic.
it makes you feel like you're stuck in that relationship with them forever. When someone would do something as far as to threaten to kill themselves.
That's mad scary, only because I know from her firsthand experience about that. That's not fun. That's why I think I can kind of like laugh about it now. Just like that tweet was like, okay, yeah, it was low-key funny. But like, please do not do that. Men or women, do not. And if you are literally feeling like that, please seek help. There's always help available. There's a suicide hotline. Talk to a family member. Talk to somebody. Please get help.
But don't threaten.
Yeah, don't
someone
threaten.
that you claim
Don't
to love.
Yeah, don't dump all that
With
into
that.
someone that you're in a relationship with.
That is
Now,
it's hurting my
regarding-
head.
Right?
It's hurting my head. It's playing with your emotions. It's abuse of empathy. It's abuse of compassion. It's not love at all. It's fear. And why I could see why you would feel the need, I guess, to stay in that. It's scary. And I'm sure if you've never been in that position before or know any better, that's even worse. But if anyone listening happens to not know any better, luckily you have Carla and I to let you know that if somebody says that to you, do not stay with that person, please.
Yeah, please don't. And my best advice to you, if someone says that, which is like now that I look back at my situation, think about it, call the police. Just tell them I would like for you guys to do a wellness check on this person. And that's all you got to do and leave it at that. So.
And that's what you do about that, period.
Yeah.
But
Regarding the second half of that voice audio, now that we got the serious part out of the way, the whole now put a broken heart emoji.
oh my,
Say you were the one. Listen.
the way I just looked at it hit too fucking close to home. That one hit too hard. I know that all too well. And you know what? My best advice to that is blocked. Blocked.
You canceled.
What did Ruby Rose say? Leave a nigga on blocked. That's all you gotta do. And a lot of your problems will be gone. I've come to that conclusion in prior experiences, you know? And I feel like that's your best move because regardless, I think in a lot of situations, toxic people are going to do their absolute best to make it seem like the other person is the toxic one. And you can't fall for that.
They love to play the victim when they're not the victim.
Ooh. It hit. That one hit. Something about somebody playing the victim irks the fuck out of me. Like heavily. Like.
And then they make you feel guilty and it's just like, what?
I had this conversation with Carla not too long ago.
Literally upstairs in the kitchen.
As in upstairs in the kitchen.
Before we came down to record.
Before we came downstairs. I just cannot deal with people that genuinely in their mind believe that they are not a problem. I can have much more respect for you if you're a toxic person and you know that shit and you own that shit. And it's gonna annoy me, but again, I'm gonna have more respect for you than somebody that is toxic as fuck and genuinely believes that they are a good person. Like, I just can't. It's like somebody like being dumb and genuinely thinking they're right. It just is more annoying than someone that knows they're dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta own that shit.
Like, just accept it.
If you're dumb, own that shit.
Own it.
Okay? If you're toxic, acknowledge it. Don't own it, because that's embarrassing.
I mean,
Couldn't
you
be
can,
me.
but at the end of the day, you're only embarrassing yourself.
There we go. That's what I would say. You can own it, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look. I want to say that now because I see it a lot. I see a lot of y'all taking pride in being toxic, and I don't know what is prideful about. I don't know what is good about that. It's not cute.
It's like when I see those tweets too that are like, I don't want to be with you unless like you're this way, and it's something like so ridiculous, like so just like gross, and it's like, why do you guys obsess over like toxic ass relationships like this? Like, it's so weird how you guys do that. And I'm not saying like you guys specifically are listeners, but like other people out there, they just do that. And it's like, why do you romanticize that? It's not healthy. It's not fun. If you've never been through it, then it's like, why?
Romanticizing toxic
Seek help.
behavior. That's a big one. I do see that a lot. And I think that's flaw as fuck. Some of y'all are weird. Y'all are fucking
Y'all are
weird.
just weird. I think I tweet that at least like 10 times a week. I'll just be
And
like,
it's
y'all
fair.
weird. That is it. End of discussion. Y'all weird.
Y'all weird.
Y'all weird. That's all. That is all.
The amount of times that we think about that, I really do think a lot of people do romanticize toxicity.
Couldn't be me.
And I feel like a lot of the times it's people that haven't actually experienced that toxicity. Because if you did, it wouldn't be something that you want
to be like that. It's just so weird to me. I don't understand. I don't get it.
That's a level 10, couldn't be us.
Yeah, couldn't be me.
Could not be me. I stress enough about everything in this world and the smallest minor things in my life to have somebody else stress me out for me.
Like this election is stressing
Jesus
me out.
Sanders.
I don't need anything else stressing me out.
Period. Like,
speaking of the election, actually some pretty good memes have come from it.
You're not even wrong.
That's what's keeping me calm, actually.
You know what's crazy? I have seen a good amount of memes. I just feel like I've been like so serious about it. Like, I've been watching the news 24/7. I'm like, fuck any drama, any type of like information that doesn't have to do with it. I'm like, read the fucking room. Like, do you think I fucking care about this right now? Like, I'm trying to make sure we don't have to suffer another 4 fucking years. Like, I don't care about this. But the memes specifically, I feel like that's definitely one thing that our generation does is like we laugh our way through fucking everything.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing either,
I
because
think
it's like
it's a great thing.
I don't know
It's a
like
great
it's good
thing.
or bad. Like the worst that you like. I remember every time like something terrible happens, people will be like, the world can literally be like in an apocalyptic
Bro.
state, and people would be making memes out of that shit.
Can you imagine how fucking hilarious Twitter would be if we were going through an apocalypse?
Oh god,
It would be so funny. It would be
Like,
so funny.
like it's already funny without like things happening.
Exactly.
And then when things do start happening, it's just like, oh my god, like.
What is your favorite like disastrous event that brought on like funny ass memes?
Oh god, which one was it? There was, I don't know, because there's been like so many, like I don't remember a lot of them, but the most recent one I saw, which is like, I shouldn't laugh, but like it was pretty funny, and it had to do with the election.
I'm so
it was
curious.
like Florida became a red state or whatever, and then it's like, and now they have a category for hurricane coming to them.
Like, next hurricane, I'm not donating shit.
Someone was like, I'm not signing petitions.
Fuck y'all. Y'all can go down under. I've been said that Florida should be cut off. And I mean like dead ass cut off. Like, we need to cut like that piece of land off of America and call it a day.
Fun to
Like,
visit.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Listen,
beautiful
I
place
love
to visit.
Orlando. I love Miami. But listen, y'all are red.
Yeah, that was a funny one. That wasn't like, that was,
I'm trying to think of my favorite disaster. Oh my goodness. The World War III tweets.
oh.
Those were so, I think that was genuinely like an era that I laughed the hardest at Twitter. Like, those fucking World War III tweets
Dude,
had
yes.
me out.
Yes.
Like, we don't take nothing serious. Absolutely nothing. And I just thought that was so fucking funny. Like, that was definitely an era.
Honestly, I saw a tweet like the day before election day, and it was like a crying meme, and it was just like, gotta wake up and go to war tomorrow.
Not the Civil War. Not the
Yeah,
Civil
the Civil
War.
War. And I
No.
was just like, oh my god.
It's the way that, like, literally either way that the election were to go would be disastrous. Like,
You're not
literally
wrong.
either way. Like, Trump wins, there's gonna be white folk out here feeling themselves being fucking white folk.
If Trump loses,
Like, they're gonna be fucking livid, and they're gonna be on edge, and they're gonna fucking terrorize any person of color that they can.
oh god. It's the
And-
fact that I really have friends, like more so like my black friends, that their parents were literally calling them and being like, stay inside. Like, don't go out tonight. Like, stay inside. And that's scary.
Post-election plan.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Post-election
that
safety
is
plan.
terrible.
It's sad that we have to do that. And I posted about that, and I felt like I was being extra, but I feel like at the same time,
At the
I
same
was
time,
like,
those people are like, you don't know what those people are going to do
America is
either.
extra as fuck.
Right? So it's
Have
like,
you seen what the fuck has gone on in 2020?
it's just scary.
I have no doubt in my mind that people are gonna lose their shit. No doubt in my mind.
I feel like I should have bought a gun.
Yo, it is crazy that you say that.
Even before the election, I was like, man, I should really like buy a gun. You just need to protect yourself. And I was like, I have
We
pepper
really
spray.
should. Fuck a
Yeah.
fuck a pepper spray,
Yeah.
bitch. Like,
He
we
was
need
like,
a fucking
you need to
gun.
buy a gun and like just protect yourself. And I was like, I mean, like, I'm always surrounded by you guys, so like,
Are you though? Are you?
I mean, pretty much for the most part, like, I'm always home with like Temmie and Talon, so that's cool. Like, when I'm out and about, it's usually at work. That's my out and about.
Yeah.
Like, not going out anywhere. I don't go out late at night, which is super sad because I would love to just take a nice little walk outside by myself.
Can't do that when you're a
At
woman.
midnight. But I can't do that because I am a woman.
Sad days.
I can't even do that during the day with my dog. Like,
Sad days times two. It really is.
but
just
yeah,
sad.
it's just like you need to get a firearm to protect yourself from people because they don't know how to act, and especially because you're a woman. Like, and now in this climate, I just kind of like want to get one just in casesies because you don't know what's gonna happen. So
I'm down to get a gun.
we should just like go
Let's just
register
go- let's
and
go-
go
let's
get
go
our
re-
gun license.
Carla, like,
Conceal and
let's go
carry,
register
and then we
and
could
get a
just
strap.
have like cute little purses to carry them in. Oh, look at that!
That sounds so
Listen.
cute. Why am I like this? I'm like, oh, safety, but also sounds like
Listen.
fire as fuck.
If you are pro-gun, cool. I just like having rules and regulations. That's
Oh yeah,
all.
I'm not. Don't even get me started on the whole fucking gun politics
Exactly.
situation.
Anyways, let's not start on that. Let's just say we
just
need
too much.
protection. We as women should not have to do that, but sadly
we shouldn't
do.
have to, but that's the reality. That's the reality of it all. We're women in the fucking 21st century in fucking crusty ass America where you can't take a walk at night without fear of being fucking murdered, kidnapped, or raped. And I hate to put it, that's just that on that at the end of that, but that's just that on that.
Whoop. How did we get here?
I don't
What were we
know.
talking about before?
I don't know, but I know it was fucking facts. It was facts. That's what I know about that. So, you know what? When I talk about how men ain't shit, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. The fact that we sadly cannot live our fucking normal ass life. Must be fucking nice, huh? Must be
Right?
nice
You can go
at
out
the male species
at 12 o'clock at night
to go on a run at
on
night
a run or a
and
walk.
not fear for your life, huh? Must be a good time out there.
You can go to the gym and not feel weird because you're being stared at by multiple women, which that probably doesn't even happen.
Sounds cool. Sounds like a life I'd like to live. I don't know.
Must be nice. Couldn't be me.
Could not be us women. Could not be us.
Whoop.
That is a level 1000 couldn't be me. So
Anywho,
hats off to y'all.
must be nice to be a man. Haha, JK not.
And you know what? At the end of the day, I would still choose to be a woman because
Yeah, me too.
That. That's what I think a lot of the time about being black. Like so many sucky things come with being black. Like, you know, they love killing us. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't choose to be any other race. I think being black is fire. Now, on to other things.
Got any sim stories?
Never that.
Why are you lying
Never
to me,
that I want to
Syniya?
share with you guys.
Why are you
Since,
lying
yeah,
to me?
when y'all, you know what? Here's what I'll do. When we get our first simp story from
Send
a
us some
listener, I
simp
will share my
stories.
own personal simp story.
Oh my god, guys,
So,
please send your sim
When y'all
stories.
decide to fucking participate,
It can be anything that involves simpery. Please
you will
just
get
send
some
us your simp
participation
stories.
from your co-host. Until then, my simp
Please.
story stays under wraps.
I am tired of sharing my own simp story.
Let's hear it, Carla. Do you have a weekly simp story for
Do
us?
I?
See,
I'm looking.
Carla's got a lot of simp stories.
I don't think I have one this week. Oh no, actually, yeah, I do. I don't know if he listens to this podcast, so like,
Oof.
but yeah, I used to like, I don't know, like date or talk to this. I don't know, but he posted on his story and like I commented on it or whatever, but just like nonchalant, just like whatever. And then he was just like, I wouldn't even call it simping, but he was just like, "Are you still cuffed?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Are you still cuffed? I'm just trying to see something."
I'm just trying to see
I'm just trying to see something. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, "Oh, okay, well, I hope everything's good." But he was like really nice about it. It's not even like a sim story, but like that's the only thing that happened this
Just
week.
men being men.
Yeah, just being
Just
nice.
men doing their
Speaking
thing.
of that,
Oh gosh.
come correct in the DMs, guys.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but come correct.
Yeah. We were having this conversation earlier. A lot of y'all don't know how to slide into a girl's DMs, and it's a little concerning. I think it's the reason a lot of y'all get ignored. Because you know what? y'all love to be so pressed when you get ignored. And do you know what I think of every time?
You was ugly anyways.
How the fuck did you come into the DM? Like, you, a lot of the times, y'all don't even be coming correct, but then be mad when y'all don't get a response. Like,
Or it's not the response you wanted.
for real. And then it's like, after that, all of a sudden, you're ugly as fuck. Like, what happened in the last 5 minutes to my face?
You went to Dr. Miami in the last 5 minutes and got a whole
My whole face done changed. I'm a new bitch. Because all of a sudden, I'm ugly because you didn't get the response that you wanted because you're crusty. Period. Like, that's just that on that. I don't know how else to put it. So, we're going to try to give y'all some tips on how to come correct in a girl's DMs. And hopefully, we can save some people from turning into incels. Because
Please.
incels are fucking terrifying.
Please.
In my personal opinion, more terrifying than simps. But to each one's own.
Please.
Carla, how do you feel like somebody should come in your DMs?
First of all, you should be nice.
Of course,
A
kind.
casual hey is always all right, you know.
You know, a hey, what's up? How are you?
Yeah, hey,
Blase,
how are
blase.
you? Just casual, start a casual conversation. You can always do that. You can always start with a compliment like, hey, I saw you post this picture. You look really nice. That's all I wanted to say. Like, nothing overly.
You don't have to
overwhelming.
not compliment.
Yeah,
Nobody's
like,
saying don't
yeah.
give a compliment.
But
It's
just,
the
like,
way
don't
y'all
be-
do it.
Like, hey, baby, you fine as fuck.
Hey,
like,
baby, I'm
what
trying
you
to give
trying
you
to
this
do?
dick.
Like,
Trust
yeah.
me, they be that aggressive. I'm
This
not
is-
just saying shit. I'm
this
not just
is-
saying shit to say it. Like, y'all really do be that aggressive sometimes. Like, what the fuck is going on? Blocked. Like, stop it. I'm scared. It's giving very much aggressive.
Yeah. Or so another way you can slide into the DMs is just be funny. I've seen
Oh,
some
yeah.
really good like
Yeah,
pickup lines.
that's the best way I would say.
The funny one I think that I've seen, like it's my favorite. It's like they sent like a dog emoji into the DM, and then it was like whistling, and it's like, "Come here, boy," and they're like, "Oh, sorry, my dog came off his leash or something like that."
Get
and
creative.
it's like, "Hey there, sorry."
Get creative with
Yeah,
it.
get
I love
creative.
that. And you know, bitches like funny niggas. So if you're funny, use that to your advantage. But don't be too overbearing. Just be, you know what? Just be normal.
Just be nice and
Just be a normal
Yeah, be
fucking human
normal.
being. That is literally all I can
and
ask of y'all.
don't be a simp either.
Ew. I can't even imagine how you would slide into someone's DMs for the first time with simpery. The look that Carla's giving me is showing me that she has experienced it. So do you have a specific example
I
or something?
wish I kept the DMs, but I delete those all the time just because
Yeah, you
they're
don't want to be reminded of them.
annoying and it's from the simp cult and like
Not the simp cult.
we don't like you anyways. Okay. I
Are
got
you sure?
screenshots. Are you sure?
Are
Sir?
you sure?
Sir?
Are you sure? You know what? At the end of the day, if you get a response and it goes somewhere from there, you know you were doing something right. Even a simple question. Make sure they're single
Yes.
first.
Yes.
That is a big one.
Even if they're not, like you say, I've gotten DMs before too, like from very nice people, you know, like just like I remember this one guy, he was like, "Oh, like you seem so cool and like you're really pretty," and whatever else he said. He's like, I'd really like to get to know you. Like just
Perfect.
really, really nice and like chill. And I was like, "Oh, like thank you, but like I have a boyfriend or whatever." And he's like, "Oh, okay, well, no problem. Like that's not like not that he didn't say, oh, no problem." He's like, "Oh, like okay, like I understand. Like well, I hope you have a good day anyways." And I was like, "Wow. That's how you handle rejection, y'all. Like, don't."
Yeah. Not fuck you anyways, bitch.
You ugly anyways.
Like, oh, ouch. Okay. Well, you're a man.
I saw this
Men are gonna do what men do.
this one, it was a girl on Twitter, it was a while ago. But this girl was like, "If anyone knows this guy from Target," I can't remember the guy's name. But let him know. She was like, "If anyone knows this guy from Target, just let him know. I think he's like really cute and to hit me up and blah blah blah." And the girl the guy's girlfriend saw the tweet, and then she was like, oh, sorry, like he's my boyfriend or whatever. And like from there you would think it would just be like all bad, right? Because you know how some girls are just delusional and stuff. But no, like I went into the thread to like be nosy because, you know, and then the girl was like, oh man, like you're so lucky, like he's super good looking. And then she's like, damn, but girl, do you have like a brother? Does he have brothers? And she's like, because you're gorgeous and all this stuff. Like it turned into like the girl complimenting the girl and being like, do you have any single brothers? Like, 'cause damn.
I love women.
And
being
then
nice
like
to women.
I remember people were trying to like get them to like beef. And then the girl was like, "Joke's on you! I stole his girlfriend," or something like that. Like she's like, "I don't want him anymore. I want her."
I love that.
But it was like super like cool and nice. And I was like, wholesome. I was like, oh, like too bad. Not all girls are not delusional like that.
Women for women.
You know, I don't get that. Like, why are you gonna go after, like, when girls like catch their man playing them, like why do you go after the girl and not your
I've never
man?
understood that. I've never understood that.
Especially like if the girl was in on it and like she knew the whole time, okay, yeah, then go after both of them, but not just him. I mean, not just her.
Everybody's ass.
Not just her. Go after both of them. But like if she genuinely didn't know, because that does happen, ladies. They just
frequently,
don't know.
frequently.
Because men are sneaky, but they still get caught. Yeah, sometimes they just genuinely don't know, but then they still go after the girl, and it's like, I just don't understand the delusion.
To the women that do that, can you stop?
Please?
I don't like that shit.
No
Stop
one wants your
doing
man,
that.
but you.
Every time I see a fucking video of like a man getting caught cheating, the first thing the girl does is beat the girl up.
No,
and I'm
beat
like,
the man up. Or beat them both up.
Why? That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody is catching heat. I got static with the both of you. Like, that's not cool. I don't understand. Like, your man at the end of the day is the one that is cheating. Like,
right.
Because I mean, at the same time, it's like, even if a woman does know, it's like, I'm not fucking with that. I would never do something like that. But at the end of the day, like, that woman doesn't owe you anything. But you know who does owe you
Nobody
loyalty?
in this world owes you anything.
So maybe go after him.
I don't know. Just a suggestion.
Just a suggestion.
I'll leave it in the suggestion box.
Just throwing that out there. Don't gotta take my advice, but and you would think that this is obvious. You would think that people know this, but listen.
It like there's like a classic tweet. It's like a screenshot of like a text message, and this girl was like, "Hey, can you like send me the homework for class today or whatever?" And then all of a sudden, like, they get a text message and they're like, "Who is this?" And then the girl was like, I forget what her name, but she says her name, and then she was like, "Well, why are you texting my boyfriend this, and that?" And she's like, "I just need like the lecture notes."
For real.
And then the girlfriend or whatever was like, "I'm blocking you now, bye." Like, what?
I can't imagine.
The delusion. Nobody wants your ugly man, sis. What do you do? No one wants him. No one.
That shit is so funny when people make posts like that. Like when they're like, "Stay away from my man," like,
Nobody
you bitches
wants
need to stay
him.
away from him. And you're just like looking at the pictures like,
Yeah.
sis. We were not checking for your man. I'm sorry. Nobody was paying Beetlejuice any mind. We really were not. Like, you were good. We're good off that. Y'all do you. But a lot of y'all have that scary fucking energy, and I'm not here for it. Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me either.
I don't like people. I just thought of something.
Oh, Lord.
I was about to be like, I don't like when people like act like their significant other can't have fucking friends. Let me fucking clarify that boundaries are super fucking important.
Exactly.
But also, it reminded me of like the fucking screenshot where like a guy like slides into the girl's DMs and she's like, "Oh, like I have a man," and he's like, "Oh, he don't let you have friends? Sounds like slavery to me."
Oh, no.
Like, what?
My favorite one of the screenshot, like a guy's sliding into the DMs is like, he goes like, oh, hey, like, you cute. Do you have a boyfriend? And she's like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, like, let me know when he's not your boyfriend anymore. And then it goes to like, like a couple months later, and then he's like, are y'all still together? She's like, yeah.
Just checking in.
And then like it goes again. He's like, still together? And it's like, yeah. And
Oh
then
my
he's like,
God.
damn, long ass relationship.
Y'all be plotting.
It's so funny.
Plotting. Like, I can't. Yeah, if it's very clear that that person wants more than a friendship, then that's a whole nother story. That is a whole nother story.
Yeah.
I think that's what y'all's problem is. It's boundaries.
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 Have boundaries with everything you do, really.
Absolutely.
Relationships, friendships, family ships.
Make those boundaries clear. That is also a big, it all comes back around to communication.
Communication.
It really does. Communication, what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with, your boundaries, what you think is cool, what you think is not cool, from the beginning. That's how you don't run into issues. Major key. You're so welcome.
Yes.
So
Preach.
welcome. I don't really think we had like
knowledge.
a real simp session this week.
Damn, those sim sessions? What is coming to the world? It's because of shutdown. I'm just kidding.
This fake
JK,
fucking
are we shut down? Are we not
this
shut down?
fake shutdown.
I don't know what's going on anymore. All I know is that, like, I'm just being broke. That's it. I'm just getting broker and broker by the second.
Just trying to survive in a fucking global pandemic. Low-key still can't believe that. When I really stop to think about it, like, I feel like now I'm like, obviously we're used to this shit. But like when I really like go into deep thought about the fact that I am 21 living through a global pandemic, I'm like, what the fuck are the odds?
It's been a whole year. Well, just about, but
Pretty
it's
much
been a
though.
whole year.
Like it really has been almost a year. That's crazy.
In the time that we've been in the pandemic, I could have had a child. Because that's how long we've been in this pandemic.
And a lot of y'all have.
Couldn't be
And
me.
that's the tea.
Ooh.
A lot of y'all did have some kids during this pandemic, which is fucking insane. Quarantine did y'all dirty, bro.
Damn.
Y'all ain't have shit else to do but fuck, huh?
Well, it be like that. Good on you, though.
I mean,
You got
good
some
on
kiddos
you,
now.
but what came out of it is a child.
Good on you, anyways.
Y'all wanted that?
It's y'all, not me.
Kudos if y'all wanted that. Personally, couldn't be me, but to each one's own, as I always say.
Could be worse, could be better.
Could be worse, could definitely be better. That is one of my favorite sayings. Could be worse, but could be better. And that's how I'm feeling about the world right now.
Exactly.
Like, it could be worse. It could be way worse. We could be in a zombie apocalypse. That would be some shit. The memes would be funny as fuck. But it
Not
could
the
be even
memes.
worse. We could be in like a zombie apocalypse. We could be in like, I don't know, war.
We could be worse off condition. We are at war. Well, I'm at war with myself. Just kidding. I don't know.
That got heavy.
Just kidding.
I'm weak as fuck.
On
It
this
really
segment
could.
of my trauma.
Oh my god. Oh my
Just
god.
kidding.
That one hit.
JK.
On this week.
Just kidding. Could be worse.
On
Could be
my
better
trauma
though.
story.
We're gonna make shirts that say that. Could be worse, but could be better.
Yeah. One day we're gonna have merch.
We will drop merch
One of them
for our
is
15
definitely gonna
listeners.
say could be worse, but could be better, because I just feel like that's what I chalk everything up to in life.
Could be
For
worse,
sure.
but could be better.
So let us know if you agree, since y'all don't want to talk to us.
Send your sim stories.
Y'all just wanna fucking listen.
Please.
Which, hey, let me stop, because at least y'all are listening. But also, like, participate, like, say things to us, please. If we ask something, respond to it. Tell us your stories. Tell us your
Yes.
simp stories. Because
Submit your stories on Twitter, on
you have 'em.
Instagram, on the Gmail. You know what it is. Couldn't be me, but sometimes it is. On Instagram, you know the vibes.
Yeah.
Also on Twitter, CBMBSII podcast. Submit your sim stories there too. And also
dude.
at Gmail, it's the same. CBMBSII podcast at gmail.com. Submit your stories there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also follow us as well.
Yeah.
Stay safe, y'all.
Be easy.
Don't let the simps get you down.
Ever.